Don't mind the fucking state of me. Really couldn't be asked today. So yeah. This is just a quick one because obviously I have got a fucking like a big thing about mental health and stuff like that. So yeah, it's Suicide Awareness Month, September. Fucking hell, it's not Domestic Violence Awareness Month, it's suicide. Like, what the fuck is the world coming to? But anyway, I'm Theresa. I suffer with ADHD, borderline ASD, and EUPD, and people wonder why I'm the way I am sometimes. Yeah, and started the YouTube channel to help people that are going through like mental health, recovery, addiction, stuff like that. But yeah, I've come on today because obviously it is Suicide Awareness Month, so I've done like a little bit of research. It's fucking crazy the amount of people like that feel like their life is not so much that shit that they don't want to be in this world anymore, but more they haven't got anyone or enough people or the right people to support them through whatever it is they're going through, really. But yeah, don't mind me. Fucking can't feel my hand, by the way. Yeah, not that's the most like bad thing in the world people are going through, but you know, you move. So obviously I've done like research, like I said, it's fucking crazy. So in 2023 there were 5,656 registered deaths, and that's just registered. Like, imagine how many suicides that people don't actually know about. They haven't got any family or friends that would never report them missing or anything like that. And in 2023 that was 372 more registered suicides than what it was 2023. So it was 2024 and it was more than 2023. Believe it or not, I think there's more male suicides than what there are female, and I don't know what the reason is for that, because a lot of people would think men are a lot more stronger. Like, why would they do that? But you'd be surprised. Like, my brother-in-law, probably 2 years ago, he was he had depression anyway. He'd lost both his parents in space of like 2.5 years. His business had failed. He then got accused of something, which found out was untrue, but it was too late by then. He used to work as a recovery driver, like recovery truck thing, like whatever it's called, helping cars that break down, whatever the fuck it is. And he had his own truck, and he literally went out and he put himself under the truck and like hoiked it up, put himself under it and dropped it on himself. And like all his windpipe and out. My sister wasn't even allowed to like look at him because he was that bad. Like, so yeah, believe it or not, a lot of men. There's a lot more men. So the male suicide rate was 17.1 per every 100,000 people, compared to females, which is only 5.6 per 100,000 people. Like, that is a massive fucking difference. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but obviously clearly it's not. Men, it's like domestic violence. People think, oh, it's only women. Men might get like a couple of slaps here and there, whatever. Not that that's acceptable. But yeah, like, it's the same as domestic violence. People wouldn't believe how many men. I think me and someone done a statistics, and there was like every second there was like a certain amount of men that would ring up the helplines, and it was crazy. It's a shame there's not more helplines. People, I know you've got Samaritans and all that, but still, or listeners they call them, but they just fucking sit there and listen. They're not actually allowed to give advice, and they're not allowed to tell you what to do, or they're not allowed to tell anyone that you're going to commit suicide because it's confidential, which is crazy. Apparently the highest rate for males to commit suicide is age 45 to 59. Now that's like a mid-age. Now I don't mean, like, don't take this like wrongly if anyone's watching back on this, but that's like a midlife crisis, isn't it? Like, I can't explain what I mean without sounding fucking like weird. And the highest rate and biggest increase was the Northwest, which is 14.7 per every 100,000 people. Like, Northwest, fucking house where I live. You do hear a lot of suicides around it, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. Crazy. But yeah, suicide, like mental health right about now is at its fucking highest, and I wish there was just, you've got all, like, how can I put it? You've got this domestic violence awareness, you've got this sexual assault awareness, you've got recovery is possible, hashtag recovery is possible, but there's no hashtag suicide awareness. Not in my eyes, there's not enough. And also I've tried to commit suicide a few times, and people, my family have committed it, and friends have tried, and one of them succeeded. So yeah, it is a crazy thing, suicide. The fact that people feel like they've not got enough family, like I said, not the right type of people around them. I mean, who does have the right type of people around them these days? Like, everyone's a fucking wanker in my eyes. To like support them, it's quite sad, really. Like, I have days where I'm really fucking depressed, and the only thing I think, like, on numerous occasions, if it wasn't for Kobe, I probably would have tried to top myself by now, because life's difficult, especially when you suffer mental health. Anyone that does have mental health does understand that. There's some days you don't want to get out of bed, some days you just don't want to be here, or you just, like I say, before I had Kobe, I used to go, oh, fucking hell, mate, I wish I'd just die, like, and go in a coma for a month and then just come back around, so I wouldn't have to see anyone, speak, because I'm not being funny. I don't particularly fucking like people. So yeah, I love certain people, but I don't like them. So yeah, I get like that part of it, and I just think there needs to be more awareness and help out there for people. But yeah, the rates are fucking crazy. 5,656 in 1 year. Fuck me, mate. And that's only registered. Like I say, imagine how many people that don't have family, don't have friends, that would never report missing or anything like that. I got it wrong. Male age 45 to 49 is its highest rate. But yeah, males is higher than women by all means, and Northwest is the worst place. Fucking hell, if you don't want to be depressed and end up like committing suicide, it's crazy. But yeah, anyone like that does struggle, I still can't feel my fucking hands, it's like pins and needles, like that far down all the way up. Anyone that does struggle, always remember there is listeners, there is Samaritans. If you have got family, don't like feel embarrassed, especially if you're a man, women as well, but you know what I mean, to talk to anyone, because you don't want to get to that point where you're that depressed, that down, you just feel like your life's not worth living because this is going wrong, or that's going wrong, or that relationship's broke down, or that friendship's broke down. Because trust me, like, I get that. Like, lately, in the last few months, I've had a relationship breakdown, a friendship breakdown, fucking finance difficulties. Yeah. So it can be depressing, especially if you're homeless or something like that. Like, I've been there, where I've been sleeping on the streets, and like people go, oh, it's not that bad. It fucking well is, because you don't know who's going to be sleeping next to you. And some days you're like, mate, what's the fucking point of even being there? You're sleeping on the streets, you've got no money, you've got no family around you, everyone's disowned you. And obviously the easiest way out, especially if you're homeless, is to commit suicide through drugs. That was my last attempt anyway. I mean, I've self-harmed in between, but suicide was my 13th of October 2011, and that was with heroin overdose, because I've been clean for so long. I was like, fuck this. And yeah, someone was next to me and gave me a jab, an oxygen jab. So yeah, lucky I'm still here, because I've got my little man. But yeah, anyone watches back on this that is struggling, really, really struggling, like, or just struggling in general, give me a message. Don't like feel embarrassed. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, but I just want to do the awareness to show that it's not just women that do commit suicide. What the rate is, it's so fucking high. Like, that was 2024 and 23. And this year I've seen so many TikToks, like, about people being failed and the system. Not like, there was a girl on TikTok, I can't remember her name, that was really bad, but fucking I watched don't know how many a week. And she had mental health, so I think she's doing Section 21 or Section 20. She handed the kids over voluntarily so she could sort herself out. She was starting to sort herself out. She was really happy again. She'd see them. She was on the verge of getting them back. Just a few more bits and pieces to do. And her 3-year-old and the foster parents had a catastrophic car crash, and all 3 of them died, even the little boy. So after that, you can imagine, your child's just passed away, a fucking little Barbara as well, and her mental health went fucking haywire, understandably. She started smoking loads of weed. She was asking for help, though, and no one gave it to her, and she committed suicide because no one gave her the help that she was asking for. Because there's so many people out there that chat, I don't mean this badly, but do chat shit about their mental health. Oh, it's really, really bad. I could sit here and go, oh my God, I'm depressed every minute of every day. Oh, I've got such a hard life. I'm not. I am depressed every time I wake up in the morning because that's just me. Depression, mood swing, hard one to pick. But yeah, I hate people that exaggerate on their fucking mental health, because then when people do need it, the actual support, them 2-3 people are on the phone to someone chatting pure fucking bollocks, and then they go and commit suicide, and they're one of them 5,626 people, and it's just sad. So yeah, you also, if you're watching this, please don't play on your mental health and just for a chinwag with someone on the phone, or be ringing ambulances saying you're going to top yourself, but when you're clearly not. Because if you was going to do that, you wouldn't ring an ambulance first. You just fucking do it, wouldn't you? Because there's people out there that are trying to get through, or the ambulance is 2-3 minutes too late because they're dealing with you, and they die. And that's not me being fucking harsh. I just say it how it is. So yeah, anyone needs support, know where I am. But on a lighter note, I hope everyone is well. Enjoying the beautiful fucking summer we are currently having. Hashtag being sarcastic. Yeah, I hope everyone's good. I'm good, apart from I was a bit down for a couple of days because I was on TikTok and I was talking to people, minding my own fucking business, as you do. Never had any issues with anyone. Someone came in my life. I didn't want them in there because they were to do with someone else that we closed that door on. And if I've closed the door on you, I've closed the door on everyone that's involved, understandably, because it just fucking complicates things. They then came back on a different account saying, why you blocked me? And all I said was, obviously I don't want to talk to you. I then blocked them again, and someone else said, clearly she don't want to talk to you. And they said something along the lines, fucking hell, you obviously blocked them, you just don't want to talk to them. Some people are strange, aren't they? I then got accused, bearing in mind a very good friend of mine is trans. I then got accused of calling them strange, a trans, and that was bollocks. Didn't say that. I swear on my fucking boy's life, and neither is my pal. So they've either misunderstood or just fabricated the fucking story to make me look bad. Then someone came in saying, basically I was a shit mum, I beat the fuck out of Kobe because he's autistic because my doctor told me to. I've got all the screenshots. Apparently I ragged my child's hair all around the arcade. There's only ever 2 people that have ever been to the arcade with me. One of them, she's got kids, she was with me with her kids, and I trust her all my life. The other person's obviously been saying stuff. Whether she said stuff they've misinterpreted for something, I do not know. Apparently it's stuff they've witnessed. You've never been to the arcade with me, so how can you witness stuff? Yes, my boy gets a clip round the back of the bum if he's naughty. Literally, I've clipped him around the back of the ear roll about 3, maybe 4 times at the most, and that's when he's being extremely naughty, trashing bottles, running about pubs where I can't find him, where anyone could fucking snatch him. My parent is my parenting. He's never had a mark on him. I love my boy to the moon and back, and I would do fucking anything for him, and I would kill anyone for him. So yeah, I had that to deal with, and then I was told that I shouldn't be speaking about my other children that are not in my care. Basically, you're proud that you got your kids taken off you. My daughter never got taken off me. I decided not to fight for my daughter because of the relationship I was in, and the fact that I knew I was going to prison for something I didn't do. That's not the point. But I wasn't having my daughter in and out of the care system. So I've seen her. She'd come in. I've seen her maybe 13, 14 times in the space of a year. And yeah, last seen was 7th of September. 2017. So she never got taken. My boy, I had him for 9 months, 10 months. I was 18, very young, very naive. Shouldn't have to explain myself, but I done everything they asked me to in the time frame, but they thought I was going to revert back to my old ways. That is the only reason my son did not fucking come home to me. My boy, I'm very fucking proud of how far I've come. I'm very proud of how long I've stayed clean. Now, apparently there was a video of me saying I lapsed. Now I spoke to this person, and this other person wanted that video to try and out me. That video never said I lapsed. That video stated it was there. My mate, I was at the time, it was there, close, but didn't. But what my words was something along the lines of, like, I've relapsed, because I have, because in my head, seeing it or thinking about it or touching it, whichever one it may be, to me, that's a relapse. So when I explained this to the person, she's like, no, I believe you in what you're saying. But the other person, who I genuinely thought would be in my life forever, and Kobe's, wanted it to try and out me. So I then got fucking slated for that. So no, shit mum, can't talk about my other kids, beat the shit out of my child because he's autistic, rag my little boy's hair. Bear in mind he's got hardly any fucking hair. How that would happen, I do not know. Unless you're going, come on, let's go, out the arcades, out the arcades. Oh, fuck off, mate. It's just, yeah. And apparently, like I said, it's things they witnessed. These people, I only spent about 45 minutes to an hour with in Weatherspoons, and yeah, they clipped around the back of the arsehole because he was really naughty. Really fucking naughty. Like they're not parents. They're very young, early 20s. At the time, 20, I think. Don't understand life like we do. A lot of us haven't been through what we've been through, but you know, your mother ain't fucking perfect, love. Let me fucking tell you. You know, no one knows who the fuck I'm on about on this live, but this person, they've got audacity to judge me, and then their 40, late 40s going on 50, not far off, mother comes in and says to someone they're torching ginger all over life and thinks it's funny. Like, what fucking mother or woman thinks it's acceptable for their daughter or her daughter's boyfriend, whichever one it fucking was, to come on my live and try and torture me about my kids and how I look after them and telling lies or fabricating things? Like, no mum or woman should think that's acceptable. Yeah, all my kids ain't in my care. But didn't your kid go in care when they was younger? Didn't you choose a rapist over them? You know, we all make fucking mistakes in life. It is what it is. So yeah, I've been quite depressed about that the last couple of days, but I've picked myself back up now. I'm like, do you know what? Fuck it. Like, I've made mistakes in my life. Yeah, I have. And it's things that I can't take back. And it's things I regret for the rest of my fucking life. My 2 babies are not with me. But my boy is 16. So if I want to talk about them, I can. My daughter's 9. If I want to talk about her, I can. I didn't mention their name on the live. I didn't mention their area on the live. Didn't even mention their fucking age on the live. And if they'd done their fucking research, they would know that in actual fact, it's the adopters that are advised not to speak about the kids or area because it brings unwanted attention from the birth parents. So how about that, baby girl? Do you get me? You know, we move. So yeah. But fuck it. I know what I am. I know what I've done in my past is wrong, some things, but I also know what I'm doing now. Oh, and also, you said apparently there's a video of me saying that I slept with Derek. That's bullshit because I spoke to the person. Their words were he'd asked me on a couple of occasions, would I? And before they could even get the fucking answer, and you went, I knew it. So no, didn't sleep with them. And it clearly says on the video. Seen it. So yeah, I'm sick of people saying I've relapsed. I'm sick of people saying I've slept with a fucking man. I'm sick of people saying I'm a shit mum. I'm sick of people telling me I can't talk about my kids that are adopted. I'm sick of people telling me, why should you be proud of yourself? Your kid got taken off you. Listen, my son was born whilst I was in custody. It's a fucking story to tell him when he's older. That's just me being sarcastic. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, it is Suicidal Awareness Month. That is the rate. It's extremely fucking high. So just do me a favour as well. Bullying is a lot of the cause, I reckon, for a good 1,000 of them. I'm going to actually search that. Do you know what? Wait there. My shit phone. It might not be, but like, Well, that phone's just gone dead, so can't check on that. I'm going to put shut up. I'm going to put a post up to see what the statistics show of what is the rate of suicide through bullying, whether it be social media, whatever. Bullying on social media does cause people to be extremely depressed or want to isolate or potentially unalive themselves. So don't bully people on social media. Don't bully people in general, because it does cause people to take their own life. And in my eyes, every person that does bullying, someone takes their own life, should be sent to prison for fucking manslaughter. Unfortunately, that ain't the case. Unfortunately, people like me get 8.5 years for £30 robbery, wrong place, wrong time, get stitched up. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's all that's been going on lately. Oh, Kobe starts his new school Monday, so I'm absolutely buzzing about that. The woman that works is actually an autistic practitioner, so she knows a lot about kids with complex needs. So I've just filled out all the forms for this. Well, actually, the form's already filled out. I've only checked over them, to be fair. Can't be asked. It was only one other form for funding that I needed to sort out. So he's there Tuesday 9 till 3, Wednesday 9 till 3, and Friday 12 till 3, and he gets one of them days with his cousin. So yeah, I'm hoping within 3 to 4 months he starts to improve a lot. He is now, like, I was talking to him earlier, chatting away, head, shoulders, knees and toes, and he was pointing to my head, he was pointing to my shoulders, eyes and nose. He gets a bit confused, but at least he's getting there, so I'm really happy with that. Eating, not too good, but it's what it is. But yeah, I hope everyone's well, stay safe, and yeah, be good. And I will put that statistics up about bullying on social media. Lots of love.